Coach Rich Rodriguez got it right in his last press conference that there has been some movement to loosen the rules for NIL Collectives. I repeat, there's been pressure to loosen the rules for the NIL Collective. We know that the College Sports Commission basically said the NIL Collectives were dead. And basically they shouldn't even exist. And I'm in full agreement with that. That and marketing agencies, you don't need them in college football or basketball or college sports in general. But there's been calls from these booster collectives threatening suits and all kinds of stuff because they're being boxed out of the game. And then you had the sports attorneys for the players chiming in. Believe it or not, they're trying to open the door for the NIL Collectives because they're thinking of it in terms of paying the players. But they were the ones sitting there negotiating an agreement with the NC2A. They just basically said that the NC2A settlement agreement was not designed to box out the NIL Collective. So we'll have a battle. But one thing for sure, they still have to have a valid business purpose. But as we know, you can have creative contracts that try to make NIL Collectives look like an endorsement company for profit in order to pay players for recruiting and other things. It's just another ploy to try to circumvent the $20.5 million cap that's been set for players to be paid. And I've already said what I thought the answer was to the marketing piece. Each player can hire their own marketing team and get third-party endorsement contracts that have to be looked over by the College Sports Commission. It's very easy. You don't need NIL Collectives to get this done. You just have wealthy business people that want to stay around the game of college sports. And they should not be in college sports at all. Turn into boosters. Send money to the programs, in the college programs, academics, as well as in sports. That's what they should be doing. And if they really want to spend their money and help those athletes that they're trying to get to their campuses, why don't they help their neighborhoods that they come from or their cities and states that they come from? Spend your money back there on college or young players that are between the ages of 5 and 18 and open up some centers and things for them. Spend it on infrastructure to educate those young men. That's what they could do with their money instead of trying to mess with college sports. Because in reality, they don't care anything about those players. They're just trying to use them and get them to campus for pay. And we need to get them out of here. Repurpose that money that they have to something else. Now the NC2A and the coaches need to stand up to say that we don't need the NIL Collective circumventing the system. And Rodriguez is a coach that's concerned about competitive balance and not competitive advantage. He can coach against anybody, but when you stack the roster with a $40 million roster or a $50 million roster, it's kind of hard to win and take a program where you need to take it. And that program is West Virginia University. So all these NIL Collectives, they need to stand down and get out of college sports altogether. They should collapse every one of them and get rid of them. So I've never liked them. I've said it over and over again. But here again, people are writing letters to the College Sports Commission, 2 of the sports attorneys for the players, telling them what they thought the settlement agreement said. Well, they didn't talk about the settlement agreement that doesn't allow them to go up to Congress and lobby on the behalf of the players, because the NC2A is up there in Congress lobbying. So that's the job that the sports attorneys need to focus on and find out why that provision was there. So there's more than one person that knows what's going on in this NC2A battle. So NIL Collectives, get to the sideline and get out of the game. They're trying to straighten it up and you're trying to mess it up. And if you want an executive order, get rid of that one. Get rid of the NIL Collectives, because they don't need to be in college sports at all. There you have it. This is C. Ivan Franklin at B. Frank for Real. One minority voice, one view. You know what the channel is all about. Education, not social drama. See ya!